Hi guys, it's Jazz1122 here, and I'm here for the reading for the water signs for Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces, and these are bi-weekly readings for October 1st through October 14th. I wanted to add another set of readings to my channel beginning in October, and I'm excited to get these out to you guys. So, as I always say, as my usual disclaimer, that this reading does not resonate, it is okay because these are general readings. With that out the way, let's get into the reading. Let's see what's going on for the water signs for October 1st through October 14th. We have the Ten of Pentacles, y'all. So what I see here is water signs are definitely going to be manifesting out here. Okay, I see you guys. I feel like you guys have been working hard, and it definitely shows with the Ten of Pentacles. And not only that, I feel that you will also share that with those that you care about the most. Because we also see the other people, like the pets and the children and the elderly person. I feel like the people who was truly there with you through thick and thin, once you got to this place of Ten of Pentacles, I feel like the universe showed you also along the way who was not worthy of being there, of people who didn't have the right intentions. I feel like they were escorted out your life, and now the universe is dropping this abundance because everything is aligned now. I love that. And we have the Tower, as I was saying, right, about the universe throwing people out. I feel like water signs, if there are some people that's still left, there could be some Tower moments also during this time that will reveal to you, hey, these people have served their purpose, and if things start blowing up, it's because the universe is making room. And you just see these people falling out the burning building, and then you see the lightning strike. I feel like the universe is going to be that lightning bolt to burn down some of these foundations because it's not working anymore. The universe is ready to give you your hard-earned harvest, and some people may have to go. And we have the Knight of Pentacles. So with what I feel here with the Knight of Pentacles is, water signs, you have been strategically working on this. You have been taking your time. For the most part, you've been really thinking about what life you truly would like to manifest for yourself. And also connecting with your higher self too and merging them together. You know, it's like when we don't work with our higher selves, that's when a lot of chaos can arise in our lives. I speak from experience. Since I started really following my soul's guidance, I don't really have tower moments because I've learned to trust, but it took a while because for a while I didn't believe in myself. And maybe water signs, you guys can relate. Maybe you look back on situations where you felt intuitively what was going on, and maybe your feelings for another person cause you to kind of tone that down and be like, maybe I'm just overreacting, or maybe, but how many times have you actually realized, wow, I was actually onto something? So I feel like after this Tower moment, it really shows you who to give your offer to, and to be very slow with it as well, to really see what is the intentions of people. Maybe you were too open towards people, that they didn't really have to prove their authenticity, because as water signs, you guys can be very welcoming, and some people will take advantage of that. And I feel like you've been in enough situations of that happening, so now you're being like, you know what, I'm just going to take my time. Knight of Pentacles. And we have the Five of Swords reversed. So after the Tower moment blows up, I feel like any conflicts that were going on is going to cease to desist. So the tower you see is, well, maybe not in the moment, of course, because it could be painful. But in hindsight, it's like, wow, my life is actually pretty peaceful without these people, more than I thought that it would be. I'm actually grateful for these things to happen, you know, because the universe revealed to me people's true motives in my life. And I'm glad it hurt, you know, but I'm glad that I know moving forward. So I want to go into these clarifiers as well. Why is the Ten of Pentacles here? We have the Six of Wands of Victory. We have the Ten of Pentacles. And we have the Six of Swords. So you have the Ten of Pentacles twice. So I feel like not only are you experiencing abundance in your own life, but in having a victory, because finally all of what you've been working to manifest is here, but also you are drawing in someone. I feel like you may not meet them for a little bit because it do take time, because the tower moment has to happen, but I feel like when the dust starts to settle, you will meet someone that will be equally yoked to you, that you won't have to, like, how we be with people and we still gotta look at them sideways sometimes. Like, I don't know, man. Like, I want to believe you, but like, I feel like with this person that you're manifesting, and the universe is also sending you this person because water signs, you have earned it, and you deserve someone because you have done that inner work, and now you can be in a better place to attract the same. Now, what I mean by that is, I know it's the saying that, if you don't love yourself, you don't deserve love. And it's like, well, that's what some people would say. Like, it would be like, oh, well, because I don't love myself, that doesn't mean that somebody should love me. But what I realized is, it's so important with healing, man. It is so important because you can meet the person of your dreams, right? And you can self sabotage it. I'm here to tell you from experience with my Pisces. When we first started talking, I was so used to people lying, cheating, not being there for me. And then here he come into my life, right? Showing me all this love, showing me all this attention, actually listening to me. And for a while, I felt weird. I felt like he had a motive, right? And I wanted to flee, ironically. And what I realized, the connection between the people I dated was, I subconsciously, I guess I felt I didn't deserve true love. Like, I wanted it, but subconsciously, because of some events that happened in my life, I finally got what I always wanted, and I was so quick to run away from it. But when I was with people I should have ran away from, I didn't. So it really showed me that me and those people was on the same frequency, and that was a harsh truth. Like, wow, you were just as traumatized as them. You just didn't show it in the same way. You didn't show it by lying or cheating. You showed it by allowing people to use and abuse you and to mistreat you. Because if you felt you deserved better, you would not deal with this. So I had to get to the core of why I dealt with situations. And I felt like that's why, going back to the point, it is so important why self love is so important. Because if the universe drops somebody today and you have not healed old traumas, you would carry that baggage and you would take it out on that person. And it was the first time that I was forced to look at myself. So I dated people. It was easy because of course my life looked more together compared to the people I was with. But it was a whole different story when someone's shining a flashlight in your face and all your wounds are seeping out and you can't blame that person. You see all your flaws, you see all your traumas come out, and then you make the connection like, wow, so is that why I dated people like that? Because now that I met somebody and they treat me nice, I feel like they have an ulterior motive. So with what I feel, water signs, is since you guys have moved away from what no longer serves you, have done that inner work, this relationship, love, and abundance is here. So let's see why the Tower card is here. Because what we can create is trauma bonding. Trauma bonding is real. When you meet people and you have not really checked in on yourself, it will reflect in your partners. It really does. Because your partner is a reflection of you. It really is. Let's see why the Tower's here. We have the Seven of Pentacles. We have the Empress. And we have the Fool. So with what I see here, this Tower here is to cut off all the weeds in your garden, right? Because in this deck, it shows like the Seven of Pentacles and the leaves are all brown. But in this one, with this Tower moment, it helps you start with the crops that's meant to be here. So you can grow a more abundant garden. And look at that, you do, with the Ten of Pentacles. So this Tower is actually very helpful. And with the Empress, it's so to make room so you can create, water signs. Whatever you want, whatever your desires are, if you truly believe that, you can definitely make it happen because you are that powerful. And I think you realize this during this process, how you may have truly underestimated yourself and your strength. And the Tower is here to make way for the Fool, for new beginnings, to have that look at life from a child's set of eyes. You know, when I watch children play, you know, when I go outside and I see children fall, they may cry for a little bit and they right back playing, right? But why is when we get adults, we get one boo-boo and we hold on to it? And children, I love children because they are one of the greatest teachers, man. They are in a point in life before traumatizing events happen to them, you know, depending on certain children, of course. But it's that youthfulness, that innocence. And then when we get older, we harbor things like hate and rage and anger and bitterness. But once we look through, see as a child on this card, through the innocence, the purity, to learn when to let things go and let them just be experiences and learn from them. That doesn't mean stop looking at life through that lens. And a lot of us gave up on our inner child. That's why a lot of adults are miserable. You know, they don't talk to the inner child that's in them, to comfort them, to let them know, like, hey, it's okay. Like, as an adult, I'm here to protect you, you know? So, childhood trauma is really, really important. And it really shapes the way we look at relationships. It truly do. And that's what I love about, for example, me and my partner. Like, our inner childs just come out with each other. And it's amazing. You know, and I feel, I'm like, of course I'm an adult, but I feel like the little girl in me is finally healed. The little girl that felt like she didn't deserve love. The little girl that, oh gosh, I don't know why I'm tearing up right now, but the little girl that finally gets that it was nothing in your childhood that you could have changed. You know, you don't have to harbor those pains anymore. You can let them go because you have grown into such a beautiful person, you know? And it took me a while. It took so much inner work. Me dealing with my father issues, for example, really looking at the men in my life, how I dated people like my father, that wasn't there, or dated people like my uncle that I looked like as a father figure. And I remember, like, the 11-year-old me, I had no idea that this subconsciously left another wound in me till, like, my Saturn return. How he was there since my birth. And I remember little me at 11 saying, "Hey, uncle," and he just looked at me and walked away. So I felt like, how could any man love me? So that's why I chose people, because I felt like something was better than nothing. And I feel that's what a lot of us do. We feel like if we just hold on to these people because it's a piece of something we didn't have. But until we look inside ourselves and say, hey, I'd rather be alone than to do this. I'd rather be alone than to be laying next to someone and feeling alone. That was really emotional for me. I don't know where that came from, but just as I sit up here on this tarot card channel, I'm going through the process just as anyone else. And if what I say can help other people, at least I know every time that my pain had a purpose. So let's go into the Knight of Pentacles. We have the Knight of Pentacles again. We have the Page of Pentacles. And we have the King of Pentacles. So water signs, you guys are just in such a wonderful place. And with the Knight of Pentacles, you really emphasizing on taking this lesson from this tower of what you're willing to tolerate, and to not let anyone discredit you or let anyone disrespect you from this day forward. You're owing that to yourself, that you deserve love and abundance. And you're going to take your offers of your dreams, of whatever you want to create out into the world, water signs, and you do that. Because they are going to be fruitful. You did not go through all this pain for no reason. It had a purpose. And just like how I share my story on here, you never know how your story can inspire people too. So at least you went through it and you see the other side, and you can help other people see there is a light at the end of the tunnel. And no, it's not easy to get there. It takes a lot of strength and courage and honesty, but you can do it. So you're taking all your lessons and you are using them to build a foundation, a stronger one that has been stronger than it's ever been. So let's see why the Five of Swords is here. Sorry about that. We have the Knight of Rods reversed. The Seven of Swords. And the Queen of Swords. Water signs, you are playing no games. You are done feeling conflicted about people with this energy. This is the Knight of Rods reversed. Like, this type of person is just all about themselves completely. You're done with that. You're done with people just using what they can out of you and who are not going to be with you in the long run. And you are tired of the deception that people are bringing to you. You're really using your own intuitive powers now to feel people's energy. People cannot just say nice things to you anymore and you take that and run with it. No, you will really trust the vibrations that you're feeling of people, and you can feel when someone not telling the truth. and you take that feeling with you, so the next person who even thinks that they're going to lie to you, you already be 10 steps ahead, because you're not playing no games. Your peace of mind and your self-worth is everything to you. So, water signs, I hope you guys appreciate this reading, and I'll catch you guys next week.